as a family, I've had things that have come up that we all help each other, out with, but we hadn't had something like that. It honestly hit my mom hardest, I think, and her journey with all this. And I know she was with Anne with almost every appointment, and I felt a little helpless, but not like I knew I couldn't be her mother type of thing next to her at the appointment. And I just kind of waited around it here, and then just what I could do almost, but just beginning and got milkshakes a couple times during chemo, like supporting her as I could, watch some TV shows, like as much as I could. Just being on that bloodline direct relative, I was suggested to go get the proper preventative type screening. And after she was diagnosed, I went and saw her doctor, and then her doctor kind of created a patient plan type thing, which they explained like my risks and kind of just a background of what I will probably have to be doing. So I think I lived before this blissfully unaware kind of thing. Like I never had a direct, like I had known people that, I knew it was important to do self-checks, but until it was like directly in front of me, I kind of lived unaware, and then I was like hit in the gut kind of thing.
Yes, I was diagnosed in October and had my surgery in November of 22, so a year and a half.
She didn't cry that much around me when I was going through it, but I just burst into tears. It's just like, no, not you, And I mean, she's the glue for our family, right? Like as most mothers are, and the thought of her having to go through that, it was terrible,
I have a picture in my office, right next to my computer. It's a picture of Anne and I hugging. When she came out, we walked out of her last chemo, and there was this whole crowd of people there. I think this has brought us closer together, as a group, as a family, immediate family. There's 5 of us. I also think that it's made us more aware of, your health in general. I don't think any of us take it for granted.
Having to ask for help is very humbling. And also some days just not knowing what help you needed, but knowing that there are people there, whatever you need, that are gonna show up is very appreciative. And I don't know if we'll ever know how much I appreciate it. I hope they do, I hope they realize, but like, you can never really, prove it to, them, and you can be there for them when they need your help, but like, I'll never forget what they did for me. I want to help other women, and I want to ease a little burden for them and make this really hard time hopefully a little easier, because no one's gonna make it easy. Like there's no, even with the best family, the best friends, endless bank account, like it's not an easy journey. But if there's something that I can help some women do, it's our job to know that this could be us someday. It could be our mom, it could be our sister, it could be our child, and just to help those get through this really hard time who need it. That's how I feel.